So we're going to take off here no later than 6:10, or 5:40. So we are going to amend our schedule a little bit. We're going to have Swivel come up in just a moment. First, I do want to introduce Regina, who has been an inspiration to me in these protests. A few weeks ago, I've seen her forever, but a few weeks ago I really got to know her out at the East Precinct for the protests, really putting her passion and her dedication on the line. I was there when she got arrested, quite unceremoniously, by a gaggle of police who took all of their power to subdue this young lady who wasn't even fighting back. And she's been a powerful voice and a powerful force in this whole revolution since. I want you guys to put your hands together for Regina.
What's up, you guys?
Hello.
Can I get a Black Lives Matter?
Black Lives Matter.
Black Lives Matter?
Black Lives Matter.
Black Lives Matter!
Black Lives Matter.
Black Lives Matter!
Black Lives Matter.
That's right. They will always matter. They always have mattered.
Yeah!
It's a fucked up shame that the world is just now starting to even consider that they matter. Matters the minimum. Yes.
Minimum!
The bare minimum.
Minimum!
Black people are essential. Yes. We're essential.
Yes!
To the new world. Yes. And we're gonna get to the new world by abolishing the police.
Yeah!
So, just really quick about me. I'm not affiliated with any organizations. I am just a mom and a black woman living in America. And I'm had of fucking enough of seeing my people brutalized and murdered in the streets. And I'm not gonna stop until I see us all free. So with that, I'd like to introduce you to Swiggle Mandela, Portland native, amazing, talented rapper. Please come up.
Mic check. I want to just say a couple things first. Black Lives Matter. Of course. And I want to say, I'm black and Filipino. Both. My heritage is real. My culture is real. But I am no different from any other human. No matter what color your skin is, no matter how you identify with yourself, no matter where you come from, we are all one family. Can we make some noise for family? That's what this on my shirt means. La Familia over everything. The family over everything. That we got to put family first. And I also want to say that I knew Patrick Kimmons. I knew Pat Pat. I kicked it with him. I shook his hand. I looked in his eyes. I've been around him more times than I can remember, in a park, hanging out. My little brother, Timmy Hendrix, he was tased by the police when he was 15 years old because they said they thought he was an adult for jaywalking. So I experienced this in my life, and we have to fight against it. And for the people who don't know that it really happens, they're like, Portland, what has happened in Portland? Somebody actually asked me, has the Portland police actually killed anybody of color unjustly? And we know all the names. So I got a song called Dear Portland Police. I don't know if you've heard it. Some people have been playing it at the protest. But if you can, when you get a chance and you see a police officer or whoever, play the song and turn that shit the fuck up. Dear Portland Police. This first song is actually called 40 Acres in a New Car. And if you know your history, you know why this song is called 40 Acres in a New Car. Give me 40 acres in a new car. I be riding down Rosa Parks. She gon' ride for me like Rosa Parks. For that 40 acres in a new whip. From the slave ships to the cruise ship. From the place where they used to hang nooses. Now I'm buying tree out dispensaries. About to start a forest fire where the booth is. Yeah, and the community is still divided. Why that money keep multiplying? And you wonder why they gentrifying. Same reason that my people dying. Cause his father was a cold pimp. And his mother had no sense. One hand in the air right now. If you taking care of your kids. Ooh. I'm from the city of roses and the rifles. They won't cry, they gon' slide. You know, it's a cycle. Somebody gotta save the youth when they dropping out of school because it's cool. She a tortured spirit, but nobody knows because she sold her body, but she kept the soul. Look, I'm coming back for everything they owe. Give me 40 acres and a new car. I'll be riding down Rosa Parks. She gon' ride for me like Rosa Parks. For that 40 acres and a new whip. From the slave ships to the cruise ships. From the place where they used to hang nooses. Now I'm buying tree out dispensaries. About to start a forest fire where the booth is. You dig? Woo! Woo! I want to say this too. Hey, Bobo, you right here? Film from behind me. I greatly appreciate you. This is my guy. Make some noise for the cameraman right here. I want to say thank you to the people who have their phones out. Because people like to downplay social media. They like to downplay sending somebody a picture. They like to downplay like it doesn't mean anything, like it doesn't help. I want to say just today, there's a food cart in Northeast Portland, black owned, by my homeboy Marcus Branch called Pastas. And today I gave away 60 free burgers because I support my community and I support the people. You gotta support the black food carts. You gotta support the black dentists. You gotta hire the black models. You gotta hire the black photographers. You gotta hire the black videographers. You gotta book the black artists. You gotta request that when you go to the doctor sometimes, do you have a doctor of color? Commend the nurse if she's a person of color. I see you doing your thing. You gotta support the black bus drivers. You gotta support the black graffiti artists. You gotta support the black DJs. You gotta support them. And I say that to say this because people be asking me sometimes because they see me at a couple protests and they see when I say, follow me. SWIGGLE, Mandela like Nelson. I talk back, I follow back. Put my name in a search bar. Spotify, YouTube, Google, Instagram, Facebook. And they say, man, that's kind of self-absorbed. Why would you do that? Because my life fucking matters. Woo! Yes, I come here to mourn. I come here to honor those executed and publicly lynched. I do. I come here to say that they should rest in peace. Say that they should rest in power. But I also come here to talk about what we need to do today. And I'm in the position I'm in because people heard me. I'm able to put food in the fridge for my daughters. I just had a newborn daughter because of people like y'all supporting my career. I understand we come here to mourn, but we don't just come here to mourn. We need to talk about what we need to be doing, which is supporting the people, the black tattoo artists, the black clothes designers. This is my clothing line. If you would like to support and buy something, I'm not against that. We need change by economic means. That song was called 40 Acres in a New Car because we didn't get that 40 acres in a mule. We didn't get that. So when people ask me, man, why are you saying that? I say that for everybody. When you see an organizer, get up here and speak, figure out who they are so you can follow them. So you can go past just today. So I greatly appreciate y'all from the core of my being. And if you have a phone, pull it out. If it got enough battery, tag me, film this. This song is called Dear Portland Police.
Woo!
My name is Swiggle Mandela, and my mama named me Mandela. It was a protest at birth. Dear Portland Police, dear white supremacy, dear Portland Police, I just want my peace. So give me my peace. No, we run the streets. They traded in they sheets. They traded in they sheets. We don't fuck with pork. You don't want the beef. Dear Portland police, I just want my peace. So give me my peace. No, we run the streets. They traded in they sheets. They traded in they sheets. We don't fuck with pork. You don't want the beef. That's not a chip on my shoulder. That's your knee on my neck. 40 acres in a car. Fucking stimulus check. They ain't shit without a gun and a vest. Fuck a pig. There ain't none to respect. Justice for George Floyd and so many more. They protest and run the globe like a world tour. It's like they leave us no choice but to go and ride with some Bloods, Crips, GDs, and that FOI. Matter of fact, any allies really down to slide. If we really took revenge, it'd be a genocide. They complain about the looters, I just find it funny. Cause somebody's ancestors stole this whole country. My great-great-great-grandma was a fucking slave. When I go, put me in the ocean, fuck a grave. With my people who knew death was better than bondage. I don't fuck with pork like I'm Islamic. Dear Portland police, who'd you kill this time? Way too many names to fit in one rhyme. Dear Portland police, who'd you kill this time? Way too many names to fit in one rhyme. My name is Swiggle Mandela. SWIGGLE, Mandela like Nelson. And people be wondering and they try to downplay this music and what we're doing. And I want to say, we got to keep putting people like the organizers of this event in power. Sometimes we not going to get who we voted for. Sometimes a law may not change when we want it to. We make our own fucking laws. We are the leaders. So when I say follow me, when I say share my music, when I say whoever, go to my homeboys food cart pastas in Northeast Portland off of Vancouver and Fremont. When I say that is because we need the power. We have the power. I'm not gonna come up here just to cry, just to say how afraid we should be. I come up here to say we need to do something. I'm not the only artist talking like this from Portland. I recorded Dear Portland Police in 2018. I recorded 40 Acres in a New Car in 2016. It's been going on. We was ahead of the curve. My homie who booked me for this was already booking me for shows to talk this same shit at venues before they closed. So I just want to say, like, from the core of my being, it means a lot just that someone knows my name, that someone appreciates my art. And that's why I put it in there, because I stand on the platform of George Floyd. I stand on the platform of Emmett Till. I stand on the platform of the people who jumped off the boat who didn't make it here. One of my ancestors had to be brave and say, you know what, I'm gonna be a slave so that my great-great-great-great-grandkids can be somewhere and be somebody. I stand on the platform of my Filipino ancestors, my black ancestors. This is why I deserve this shit. This is why people deserve this shit. I don't come up here to say, this is my platform. This is the people's platform. Everything I do for the people. So from the core of my being, thank y'all. I love y'all. My name is Swiggle Mandela.
Woo!
So from here, what we're going to do is we're going to have a lawyer come and tell you your rights, and we're going to hit these streets. And we're going to hear from Donovan, we're going to hear from Steve Greer, we're going to hear some work that hasn't been announced yet. Watch out for new flyers popping up because some stuff just changed. Be prepared. Where's my lawyer at?
It's a decent turnout.
You doing all right, bud? Yeah? You want a coconut water?
What the fuck? She was just on a
You sure?
There's a Kinsey?
All right, hey, here's the water for you. You need any help, let's. All right.
Hello, everyone. My name is Kenneth. I'm with the National Lawyers Guild. I'm a criminal defense lawyer that does civil rights cases. And they've asked me to spend about 3 or 4 minutes doing a quick know your rights training. So really, this training can be given. Can people hear me?
Yes.
Can people hear me?
Yes.
So I only have about 3 minutes or so to do a quick know your rights training. There's 3 basic rules that people should follow when they're being targeted by the police. 1, don't trust the police. The police can legally lie to you. They can legally try to trick you, and they're trained to do so. So you can't know if someone's a cop simply because they've been protesting with you. Maybe you've seen them commit a crime next to you. Maybe they've asked you. Maybe they look cool. Maybe if you look at them and say, "Are you a police officer? Are you a police officer? Are you a police officer?" and they look at you and say no. That's not a good test. You can't trust the police. Legally, they can lie to you. Legally, they can trick you. In fact, they're trained to do so. 2, don't talk to the police. If a police officer comes up and wants to talk to you, the safest thing to do is say, "I can't talk right now," and try to walk away. Once again, you say, "I can't talk right now," and try to walk away. Trying to walk away is the important part. Because if they won't let you walk away, then what do? You look at them and you say, "I'm going to remain silent and I want to see a lawyer. I'm going to remain silent and I want to see a lawyer." We all say that together.
I'm gonna remain silent and I want to see a lawyer.
That's what you say legally the safest thing to do whenever a police officer won't let you walk away. For example, if you're under arrest, they won't let you walk away. So if they have any questions for you, the safest thing to say to them is, "I'm going to remain silent and want to see a lawyer." If you've been arrested and you've taken into a small room and the detectives want to ask you questions, what's legally the safest thing to say?
I'm gonna stay silent and I want to see a lawyer.
Right? In any situation, let's say you're at your house and they come and knock on the door. Legally, you don't have to open your door. If they have a warrant, they'll kick in the door. That's how you know they'll have a warrant. Unless they think that they have a warrant. They don't knock on the door anymore and say, "Hey, we have a warrant, open up." Instead, you're sitting on your couch and they just kick open your door. And you may think, "Oh, I bet they think they have a warrant." If they come up to you, you don't have to open your door. The cops and the feds have been going to activists' house in the last few weeks in Portland and knocking on the door. If you look out of your house and you see a cop, legally the safest thing to do, don't open the door. If they say anything to you through the door, like "Open it up, this is your one chance." What do we remember from our first rule? They can lie to you and they can trick you. Don't trust them. Legally the safest thing to do is not to talk to them. If you do open your door on accident and they're there, what do? You say, "Sorry, can't talk right now." You try to shut your door and walk away. They won't let them do that. What do you say to them? You say, I'm gonna remain silent
and I want to see a lawyer.
Say both of them. Don't just say something like, "Hey, I don't want to talk to you right now." Because they'll say something like, "Oh, I don't want to talk to you either, but I have to, it's my job." It's almost as if they're trained to say bullshit like that. Instead, what you're supposed to say is in clear language. You invoke your right to remain silent and right to see an attorney. The reason that you do that, the clear reason that you do that, is so that you're invoking both your right to an attorney and right to be silent. Because that way they can no longer talk to you. Okay, last but not least, don't let them search you. They want to search you in any regard. What do? You say, "I do not consent to that search. I do not consent to a search." What doesn't matter what sort of search. Search of your phone, search of your wallet, search of your backpack, search of your house, search of your car. All you say is, "I do not consent to a search." Anytime they want to search you, what you say is, I do not consent to a search. The reason they do that is in order to search you, they need a warrant or a warrant exception. The most important warrant exception they use all the time is consent. So what you can do, you can deny them consent. That doesn't mean they won't search you. It just means that maybe if they find something, they can throw it out. And quite frankly, you also don't want to consent because you don't know what you have in your wallet. Anyone here that has a pocket knife that swings out that's in your pocket, that could be a crime under Oregon law. You may not know that. If anyone here has prescription drugs, where you don't have your prescription drugs is in your little thing like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, that could be a crime. You don't know what you have on you, what is a crime and what's not a crime. They've made so many things a crime that folks cannot safely consent. Also, we know from our first rule, don't trust them. You would not want to consent to be searched by someone that you don't trust. So, our 3 basic rules. Don't trust the cops, don't believe what they say. They can lie to you and they can trick you. Rule 2, don't talk to them. If they won't let you walk away, like you're in jail, or they're harassing you, or you're being detained, all you look at them and say, I'm going to remain silent and want to see a lawyer. Don't say, am I being detained? Because you know you're being detained because they haven't let you walk away. And if you ask, am I being detained, what's that? That's a conversation, what you do not want to have with the police. You do not want to begin a conversation with the police. So what you'd say is you shut that conversation down. You say, I'm going to remain silent and I want to see a lawyer. And if they want to search anything on you, they want to look at the soles of your feet, they want to look at your phone, they want to look at your wallet, they want to look at your backpack. You say, I do not consent to a search. And you shut the fuck up. Love you.
Thank you.
All right, you guys, we're gonna get going. Black Lives Matter!
Black Lives Matter.
Black Lives Matter!
Black Lives Matter.
No cops, no KKK, no fascist
USA. No cops. No KKK. No fascist USA. No cops. No KKK. No fascist USA. No cops. No KKK. No fascist USA. No cops. No KKK. No fascist USA. No cops. No KKK. No fascist USA. No cops. Do you know what time it is, by chance?
6:05.
Perfect, thank you.
What exactly is going on here? Are they marching down that way?
I don't know. Just follow the truck.
Oh, okay.
They haven't said where we're going.
I just was walking by and saw this.
Oh yeah, it's the Bloc Party rally and march for Black Lives.
Yeah, I figured that. I just figured they were.
In solidarity with Kenosha.
I figured they were heading over to the Justice Building.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It's a surprise.
I don't know. I'll talk to.
Okay, I gotta try and, while I'm streaming, quickly pay for parking just to make sure I don't get a ticket. So I hope it doesn't break the stream, but if it does, I'll just restart. So just a heads up in case it abruptly finishes. That's me trying to avoid a ticket. Oh, good. It worked.
No KKK, no fascist USA! No cops! No KKK, no fascist USA! No cops! No good cops in a racist system! No good cops
racist ass police. God said no justice, no peace. No racist ass police. No justice, no peace. No racist ass police. No peace. No racist ass police. No justice, no peace. No racist ass police. I said no justice, no peace. No racist ass police. I said no justice, no peace. No racist police. No justice, no peace. Yeah. Racist ass police. That's right. No justice, no peace. No racist ass police. That's no justice, no peace. No racist ass police. Keep going. No racist ass police. No racist ass police. No justice, no peace. No racist police. I said no justice, no peace. No racist police. I said no justice, no peace. No racist police. I said no justice, no peace. No racist police.
It's always good to stop and stand in one spot for a minute and see how many people are actually here. It's a decent showing, I'd say. Sorry.
To oppress and annihilate black people. It's not possible.
This is the daughter of the woman speaking right here, sweet little Nova, and her son Torin.
And control a specific group of people. There's not going to be possible without white supremacy, without the illusion that white people are superior to black and brown. Their whole job is based on that. And I can prove it too. It goes all the way back to slavery. All the way back to slavery. It goes all the way back to the slave ships. The people that put my ancestors on those ships were old school cops. They shackled us, they chained us, they dragged us away from the continent that we lived on. They took us hundreds of miles away across oceans to a foreign land so that we could produce product for them in mass quantity. Low key, the first industrial revolution, y'all. Slavery cultivated and developed capitalism. Slavery is the reason that capitalism exists. My people were bought and sold and then made to produce product to make our masters rich.
Stolen people, stolen land.
That's right. That's right. You know, we still have the slave masters now, though. They're your managers. They're your supervisors. They're the owners of the companies that you work for. They're the mayor. They're the city officials. They're the governor. We gotta kill the masters. And you know how we do that? We abolish the police. When we get rid of the cops, they can't stop us. When we get rid of the cops, we can unify everyone. When we get rid of the cops, we'll create a new world where every human being has every resource they need to not only survive, but to prosper and thrive. That's not possible It's not possible for every group of people that exist currently on the planet to be prosperous as long as white supremacy exists. And the police state We keep building capital for these white people. We keep making them richer and richer and richer. So of course they got the fucking police to keep us doing these things, to keep us showing up for work, to keep us paying our taxes, paying their pensions, enabling them to live out their American dream, while the rest of us are wage slaves, while the rest of us fight for very minimal resources, while we attack each other over crumbs. It's enabled. They created this system. Poverty is manufactured.
Woo!
It's not real. They have enough. There's enough for all. But the fucking cops. So, fuck the police.
Fuck the police!
Fuck the police.
Fuck the police!
Abolish the police.
Abolish the police!
Abolish the police.
Abolish the police!
Abolish the police.
Abolish the police!
Bring it. Abolish the police.
Abolish the
Make them
police!
afraid.
Abolish the police!
We're abolish the
Police!
We can do anything.
Police!
Abolish the police.
Abolish the police! Abolish the police! Abolish the police!
That's right.
Abolish the police!
Say it loud.
Abolish the police!
Tear it down.
Abolish the police!
Turn it up.
Abolish the police!
And from the ashes, a new world will come.
Abolish the police!
We're gonna tear it down and build it better.
Yeah!
Do you know her name?
Regina.
Regina. How do you spell that?
Give me a second.
Regina.
R-R-A-G-I-N-A, and I can tell you
G-R-E.
We can house
G-R-A-Y.
We
A-Y.
can give everyone
R-A-G, not J. R-A-G.
I got her in my phone.
Okay. Yeah, it's been a minute. I haven't seen
and
you.
enabled to prosper.
Nice to see you again.
Yeah, you too.
We all can, but not in this current system. And we cannot use the tools of the master to build a new future. So the only way is to abolish. No cops, no prisons, total abolition. No cops, no prisons, total abolition. I said no cops, no prisons, total abolition. No cops, that's right. No prisons, total abolition. All right. No cops, no prisons, total abolition. No cops, no prisons, total abolition. That's right. No cops.
No prisons! Total abolition!
We don't need cops.
No prisons! Total abolition!
Take care of each other.
No prisons! Total abolition! No cops! No prisons! Total abolition!
Yo! This energy got real hot real quick. I like it. Yeah! Check it out. In case you don't know where you are right now, you're between the Hilton Kennedy Hotel and the apartment 10 Wheeler. Second floor, 10 Wheeler. Not sure if he's home or not. He has so many properties because he's so rich.
Daddy!
I don't actually know where he is. So before we go forward with our next person who's going to speak up and do some work here, look at the banner up. They got the banner up off the roof. Thank you. We out here. Check it out.
Woo!
So before I introduce Donovan Smith,
Pretty
let me
hard
just
to read, but
read off real quick.
oh, they're
A letter,
pulling it
open
out.
letter to Ted Wheeler. I did not write, but I have been honored.
Nice little.
Dear Ted Wheeler,
Oh,
Mayor of Portland, Oregon, 937 Northwest Gleason Street, apartment number 1131. In light of past and present racist governing practices and violent policing in the city of Portland, we are calling for you as the mayor of Portland and the police commissioner of the PPB to immediately reduce the Portland Police Bureau budget, to commit to never voting for a police budget increase again, and resign. Specifically, we demand that you and your fellow city leaders immediately develop a task force to plan for a 50% reduction of the Portland Police budget by 2021 and a complete abolition of the Portland Police Bureau as it exists by 2022 with no private or technological replacement. This timeline gives existing police officers ample time to find and train for alternative and meaningful work that benefits the community. Furthermore, we demand that the resources that are saved from the abolition of the Portland Police be reinvested into Black, Indigenous, and Brown communities, community-centered health and safety, and city services and programs that address the root causes of violence, crime, and equality. We also demand that you, with your extreme wealth, nepotistic career history, and family legacy that highlights you as a true embodiment of white supremacy, to resign from your position as the police commissioner and mayor of Portland immediately. Sincerely, the fucking people of Portland. So when they ask what we want, tell them that it's going to hold up about that shit. Now, let me introduce to you someone who has been very, very instrumental in my development as a human being, a young man who has an amazing vision, and I'm sure some of you heard about the NAACP march today. This is the young man who plans to help reform that institution. Let's talk to Jonathan Smith.
What's up, y'all? I'm just start off by saying this: reparations. Can we get some church in here? Reparations. Reparations. So I'm honored to be here. I'm honored by that intro
made of tear gas canisters
right now. I hope that you're out here for Black people. If you're out here, because that's what this is about at the end of the day. And
look at Nova with her.
So
she's got a
I'm
little.
gonna start first with some music, and then I'll talk to y'all a little bit more.
Super inspiring. It's really sweet to see you like evolve. Thank you. Like own your voice. We need more strong voices that are like easy to follow and compelling. So thank you. Like seriously.
I know about y'all, but I know about us, and it's the only way we know how to scribe. I don't know about y'all, but I know about us, and it's the only way we know how to scribe. I don't know about y'all, but I know about us, and it's the only way we know how to scribe. I don't know about y'all, but I know about us. Look, welcome to Scribes of Him Punch Life, with the slow light of mine, 28 in sight. Feel by blue moon, strong air, with some failure, in a tight like tight for a fight. And while I'm trapped in this room, I'm trying to break free like it was mom's womb. Thoughts of me coming back soon. Speaking of packed room, about our people drowning in this man-made monsoon. Price to live in this hostel. About to raise my prices up like Jesus in the gospel. Trying to heavy set the world as white people's castle. Blow the fucking engines off your rain is getting canceled. Fucking on water now, I feel there's nothing I can't do. Lost so many times, still emerge to the smoke pool. What's profession for the humanity? What's your module? Mic too and tight, mic talk shit and some sweats too. Listen to Scribes, it might be moving.
Yeah.
Look, history, I'm a part of it. I never cleaned, I started it. I know a bit, I put the script of wisdom, I imparted it. Still broken shit, cause wealth is really owned by the 1%. Screaming at your president, better organize your system, many won't vote. I'm not even till I beat the locals, just to tip. The power's in the people and the politics address. It's us against the world, but it spins nonetheless. Bubble shoot, go ahead and snap your pictures. The planet won't look like this with too many more pictures. Hate to go and preach at y'all, but didn't make you listen. Glad I have even enough that I'm typing at the entrance. This right here is just a start to a sentence. Extremely well written, wordplay is sentence. With a few music that I had about life. So thank you for your time, it's time, welcome to Scribes. Hey. So thank you for your time, it's time, welcome to Scribes.
Sorry guys, got a little bumped there.
I know about y'all, but I know about us. So thank you for your time. It's time. Welcome to Scribe.
Yeah.
Shout out to y'all. Cool. On the beat. know, first off, look. How better than you when I just started rapping? I just scream it down, but you not about that action. Politicians got us fucked, police got us fucked, so-called leaders got us fucked. Somehow every time you on the track, now we shining, you got it, we coming up. I don't know about you, but for me, ain't nothing up. Hey, keep pouring the weird treat history like it's dusted. And on the back, then we're still spinning in the rut. Spinning in the rut, spinning in the rut. Yeah. Red lines, fake nights, black lines, matter signs, no causing pictures to my fellow neighbors' truck. If we're really moving up, then the stars got me struck. Hey, jaw wide open, see I'm looking kinda dumb. See I'm settling for crumbs, just trying to be the one. Hey, thought you got the vibe, but you really got the butt. Shit on your stash for the wild, plus a couple bucks. Hey, damn you are the clan I'm in, damn you are the man. All jokes aside, I'm really not playing. If I haven't been clear, let me be blunt as I can. You be deserving for the people like you just part of their plan. In my goofy ass sound, in my goofy ass sound, deserving for the people like you just part of their plan. Hey. Yeah. I wish Johnny was here because he has like a slick ass verse on this shit. It goes like this. I'm gonna just rap part of it. Haters in my guts to my nuts. That's just how it is. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts. Screaming, you the man in the town. Who the bigger clown? You and Nicky Brown, huh? This summer they said they finna blow. It's summer that summer. Where them rappers go? Well, they ain't trying to rap no more. Okay, I don't know.
Hey!
Shout out to Johnny Hoop. In my goofy ass town, in my goofy ass town, in my goofy ass town, in my goofy ass town.
Yeah!
Yo, this is real quick while Downs is out here killing shit. I just want to let you guys know that there are some people locked down apparently in Ted Wheeler's lobby, and security's gonna have you guys. So FYI, just want everyone to know what's going on. Heads up, you know. Feel free to hang out. No problem. That's why the cops maybe come. I think we're all used to that shit, but we'll see. All right.
Block party. Not invited.
Not invited.
There are people who are locked in Ted Wheeler's apartment, and they just
Lobby. We ain't going into that debauchery hellhole. We don't know what shit you might have tied up in there.
Sorry.
I'm just saying, I was just trying to let them know. No. Yo, R. Kelly is canceled, Ted Wheeler is canceled, the Portland police is canceled, fuck the fucking feds. Let's go, what else we got? We got Trump. Trump's ass is fucking canceled.
This is called hey, big ass place in the rain in my city. Don't let it burn like an iron. It's a hot boy summer. Close your eyes and pay attention. It's a hot girl summer. Close your eyes and pay attention. Big ass place in the rain in my city. Don't let it burn like an iron. Do you get me? It's a hot boy summer. Close your eyes and pay attention. Look. This is America, massive hysteria. Mayor in the sky while the history bears it. From hoods to the birds, articulate to a slur. You gon' ride and be quiet. Time is now, let it burst. Sipping, watching live, half inspired, but I'm hurt. Cause I know some people playing fake and Savior in the church. cats preaching straight to Stephen shipping, getting on my nerves. I'm not pocket mad at you, see you pimping on the word. It is what it is, don't determine from the work behind the scenes with a plot. Like a worker in the dirt, I'm built for real without a quill. Got the stickers in the shirt, erasing nails, spinning wheels. Like a genius with a curse, got the chills, get on grill, cause it's about to get worse. Searching still getting strapped, cause the reaper's on the perch. We'll be real, standing still, same scenes, going to curve a cop still. Pray to God on both feet, and bomb first, screaming, tear gas, a place in the rain in my stick. Gonna let it burn like an orange. You can call it hot boy summer. Close your eyes and pay attention. Call it hot girl summer. Close your eyes and pay attention. Big ass place in the rain in my city. Gonna let it burn like an orange. You get me? It's a hot boy summer. Close your eyes and pay attention. Call it hot girl summer. Close your eyes and pay attention. Attention. Yeah, that's that. I got one more for y'all that I'm gonna talk to y'all. And I know we have a lot of white people here, and y'all been out in the streets. They've been around. So what I need from y'all is to clap on beat. Can y'all do that? Oh shit. I think the Black Lives Matter movement is giving people rhythm. What the fuck? Hey. 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 Look. Driving out the nation to remember we're human. In a land where they Jesus liberated the stupid. Cause the young go to caps, now they praising the ruthless. Against our own interests, strangled by the mental Judas. Black G and soul white seeds. Off the least, fruitless shit is strange like a thief in the night. I'd be remiss if I didn't say the answers unite. But I know that's just hard, most of the bonds are hidden from sight. It's organized crime, check they mirrors in the lights. It's like white hood magic. Can find the dreams, supply the madness. Then point back laughing like what happened. You know what the fuck happened? What's Marcus baby steps got us running in place? Would you tell Bruce he had a chance to get the same? That's the same check the stats. Black welfare and vacancy. Same place it was when we have the choice to slavery. Facts. And I can tell you about it. And I can tell them about it. And I can tell them about it. What's facts, I can tell them about it. And I can tell them about it. And I can tell you about it. And I can tell you about it. What's facts, huh? We're looking through this room, these don't computers deluded. The taps with fingers crossed, at the end that's worse than Judas. The ones that give you microphones just to go and mute it. And ones that give you this just to hope you lose it, huh? I'm far from losing, might take myself a little back though. Like fuck no, they love to me, that shit is right bro. Rather dream on my back, fade the world to black. Wake up to manifest the dreams I just had, huh? See that's just me, I'll sell no things but I'll make my thing. I ain't no locksmith, but I might turn some keys and open doors for you and me. Like fuck that key, huh? They don't hear me though. All they wanna hear is ad-libs and turn up flow. Well fuck bitch ass shit, turn up. I got hella hoes now that I have your attention. Let's have a talk. Hey, this one's for the winners. Running through the bullshit, even when it's winter. For the ones that push through, thought they didn't have it in them. Beating devils in this wicked world of sin. I can tell you about it. This one's for the winners, running through the bullshit, even when it's winter. For the ones that push through, thought they didn't have it in them. These devils in this wicked world. I can tell you about it, huh? And I can tell you about it. And I can tell you about it. And I can tell you about it. What's facts? I can tell you about it. Clap. And I can tell you about it. Clap. And I can tell you about it. Clap. And I can tell you about it. Want facts, don't talk about it.
Yeah!
Man, you did a good ass job.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate all the energy. I'm gonna start this off by saying once again, reparations. That's what this is today. So, once again, my name is Donovan Smith. Born and raised here in the city, 4th generation. I care very much about my city. I care very much about my people. And as Max said in the intro, I am stepping into the NAACP. And believe me, I'm doing that reluctantly. Believe me, I'm doing that reluctantly. But I'm doing that because the NAACP has one of the largest platforms in our cities right now and needs to be redirected. We got a president out here pimping on the media right now, using this platform to benefit self, and we need to redirect these resources as the NAACP continues to take in money, continues to take in people power. We need to redirect that resource back into black communities. Yeah. And so I am running for second vice president of the NAACP. And again, I do that reluctantly. I work with people that I trust, people that I've built relationships with over time. And you know, there's a group of people we're currently calling ourselves Rise Up PDX, who are also a part of this slate to redirect the resources into the NAACP rather. And so we will have a new president of the NAACP in November because of people like y'all. We will have a new vice president. We will have a new second vice president. And the platform that I'm standing on is, first and foremost, who even knew that the NAACP's resolutions from last year said that they're taking on reparations? Who knew that shit? Who knew that shit? I didn't. I didn't. So we're gonna stand on that platform of reparations first and foremost. Yeah. We're gonna stand on that. All right, let's NAACP has been one of the chief faces of the Portland Clean Energy Fund. I know everybody may not know what the PCF is, but it's primarily about getting green jobs back into our black and brown communities. As you know, Portland likes to pride itself on being one of the greenest cities in the world. But you know, we still see some of the worst statistics when it comes to environmental racism right here in our own backyard.
The router fell. What? The router fell. I was going to try and fix it, but he didn't want it. It fell down. The wireless.
So we need to make sure that $30 and $60 million is coming through the right people to the right people, and that's part of the experience as well. I don't know if y'all been tired of looking at the NAACP. I don't know if some of y'all were at the marches earlier today, but I'm tired. I'm tired, and I just want to see something different from this
mutual aid.
I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time trying to convince y'all. But what I will say is we have cards out here for anybody that wants to know more about how you can get involved. With Rising Up PDX, you can also get with Natalie right here and some others if you want to know more about this campaign. But you do have to become a member. It's $30. It's $30 fucking dollars. And you can become a member. We have some money. We do have some money for some people. And I'm going to say this here because you know, I see some of us out here.
No, I'm good. Sometimes I like the crowd as well, so there's context for the viewers, like just seeing the person without seeing like that there's a story.
You have to join at least a month before the election. So please get with us right now, follow up with us right now. I'm so grateful to be able to be out here with y'all and be a part of this movement with you guys. So love, reparations, from the police, that's that. If you want to know where to find my music, you can, because I never recorded this shit. Hell yeah! I don't know who I'm supposed to give the mic to.
Let's freaking chant in March.
Are we marching? And is someone else talking? Some other amazing activist is coming up here to speak with you. Yeah! matter.
Black lives matter.
Black lives matter.
Black lives matter.
Whose lives matter?
Black lives matter.
Whose lives matter?
Black lives matter.
What are we gonna do about it?
Abolish the police.
That's right, friend. Let's try that again. Black lives matter, right? Yep. So what are we gonna do about it?
Abolish the police.
Okay, we're getting better. We're warming back up. All right. Whose lives matter?
Black lives matter.
Whose lives matter?
Black lives matter.
What are we gonna do about it?
Abolish the police.
This is another amazing person, filled with massive amounts of knowledge. So you need to be ready. You're about to receive some shit from the universe right now, y'all. This is my friend C3.
Hi. You're cute.
Give it up for Regina, y'all.
Woo!
I'm right here. I love you too.
He's like that guy in Horton Hears the Who.
Hey, while we waiting for the beat, I'm gonna read y'all something I wrote yesterday. How long did you think that I'd be your slave? Like all of them spirits ain't coming right back from the grave. Like I will go to the ends of the earth with the heart of a brave. And go behind the scenes while everyone's eyes on the stage. How long did you think that I'd be your slave? Like all of them spirits ain't coming right back from the grave. Like I will go to the ends of the earth with the heart of a brave. And go behind the scenes while everyone's eyes on the stage. Don't wanna abolish police. You okay with demolishing niggas? But in all honesty, that's been your policy. You ain't astonishing niggas. You ain't fucking up the prophecy. But if this is what it's got to be, nigga, none of your tactics have got to me. I'm what you here for hypocrisy, nigga. Narcissistic aristocracies, oligarchical bureaucracies. Best believe I give them all I got. Policies, them tokens talking, make a mockery. Shit, I wouldn't for the cause I fought. I'm every time in the laws of mine. I'm every time in the laws of mine. Hey. How long did you think that I'd be your slave? Like all of them spirits ain't coming right back from the grave. Like you ain't doing the maximum time for this minimum wage. Like it ain't voodoo whenever the guru put pen to the pain. Hey. How long did you think that I'd be your slave? Like all of the spirits ain't coming right back from the grave. Like you ain't doing the maximum time for this minimum wage. Hey. Like it ain't voodoo whenever the guru put pen to the page. Man, they ain't trying to give nothing back. They subjugate us to Republicrats. The history of iniquity, they isolate and cover up the trap. Woo. Yeah. Woo. Yeah. Man, they ain't trying to give nothing back. They subjugate us to Republicrats. The history of iniquity, they isolate and cover up the facts. Puppeteering fucking up the math. Perpetrated to corrupt the path. Didn't know it was a mob when we paid the tax. Now we bankrupt because we can't evade the trap. Got the whole world falling home. Currently gon' start swimming in our currency. A whole lot of holes in the same boat, but the slave boat sinking just ain't concerning me. Trying to build a new kind of shit so I can get back to my old kind of ways. Woo! Yeah! Trying to build a new kind of shit so I can get back to my old kind of ways. Folks in the days, since they listen to the hits and television, that their vision took a whole new way. But, how long How did you think that I'd be your slave? Like all of them spirits ain't coming right back from the grave. Like I will show up and roll up my sleeves and then light up the stage. Dispel your colonial ways. The shimmer ceremonial grave. The shit ceremonial grave. Like we ain't back from the grave.
Yeah.
Like it ain't voodoo whenever the guru begins to debate. Yeah. With the who? Are we waking up? You have no idea how happy that makes me. Up to the challenge. But we saw the balance. Yeah. But who been kicking on the balance? Who been making sure the truth shine? Overcoming this balance. We get our freedom in due time. We ain't never go to college. Nah. But who been kicking all the knowledge? Yeah. Scholarly, that ain't how they calling me. No, this shit is not like the lottery. We made to be broken. Straight shoot up they Dollar-Tree. Call me King James, how they corner me. Ain't no song corner me before they honor me. They gon' throw corner me. Back from the future is permanent. Praying my sermon, they'll germinate. I'll spread the seeds, yeah. It's freedom from greed, yeah. That's that shit that you need, yeah. A nigga been doing the mostest. They calling me Moses. I'm parting the sea. Yeah. That's the saga of the Naga. That's the god of Theravada. Naga Biki of the roster. All nations under siege. Cause I'm the kung fu of the karma. Illuminati body armor. And I don't need nobody armor. Somebody to tell it that I got the keys. Yo! I learned more from revelations, from the bottom of the barrel to the highest elevations. That's the reason why I'm saying, we survive to the barrel. That's the reason why we paying, yeah. But we about that compensation. We can never be complacent. Look at how when it goes down, they just staring in the face. So we just got stuck in the hood, but shit we in love with the hood. Struggling, only do we know the words of our suffering. Following, step in the blood, religiously burning cook. To see through the eyes of the fire, we talk to the burning bush. Who? I dedicated my whole life to y'all. I dedicated my whole life to this revolution. I dedicated my whole life to humanity. And I have to tell you, it feels good that you can now experience what I've dedicated my whole entire life to. You know? And I think that's really like the synonymous message a lot that I keep hearing. It's like, why are we, we should be We should be fucking with the legacy revolutionaries. None of this shit is new. We should be building on top of all of that old work that we've been doing.
Right.
The Black liberation movement
Looks like
has
hot
always
dogs
been
over
a
here.
human liberation
Yes!
movement. It was class wars first.
Yes!
But when they realized that the people most connected to their descendants, when they realized the people most connected to their descendants was most anti-class system bullshit,
Yep.
that's when the caste war started, right? So you have to remember that for 5,000 years, black people have been targeted as the primary anti-colonialists.
That's
Right?
right.
Yeah.
That's
So
right.
it's not that it's not about all of us losing our indigenuity, is it? It's about all of us losing our indigenuity, right?
Yeah.
But remember your champions. Remember your mothers and fathers. I'm talking ancestors, man. We all got these ancestors.
Yup.
Ain't nobody white unless they choose to be. Whitewash if you want to be.
Yes.
You can do something about that.
Yeah.
If you don't want to be, I'm going to hit you with another song. This
Fuck yeah!
Come on, bro, you got it.
The water.
Mariah, will you grab some water? Will you grab some water?
As long as she's taking care of
Nova, I love your dancing. Her adorable little megaphone. Wow. Could she get any cuter? You're killing me, Nova.
Why they always want to kill my vibe?
Hey!
Why they always try to kill my tribe? Why they always want to bring my heart down? Silencing my sound. Why they always want to kill my vibe? Sing it with me. Why they always want to kill my vibe? Why they always want to bring my heart down? Silencing mine. I feel like I must have been here before. Not before I was surrender my soul. All of my people are prisoners of war. For passion of purpose and freedom of faith. For never submitting to feeding the slave. For reaching and teaching then feeding betrayed. Why they always want to take my time? Why they always want to shake my shine? Why they always want to rip my mind? Hell is full of gold thorns cause they see me as a gold mine. Hell is on my soul, that's because I never sold mine. Everything I make is set up to destroy. Desensitize, incentivize, and deploy. Kill all our bodies, it's just a decoy. Ain't killing our love, ain't no stealing our joy. So why they always want to kill my vibe?
Yeah.
Why they always try to kill my tribe? Why they always want to bring my heart down? Silencing my sound. Yeah. You ain't silencing my sound.
Yeah, we need some horses.
Always had a lot of love, so they always gave me hella hate. I ain't never giving up, I'ma have to see you celebrate. Time is of the essence, I ain't in the waiting, I'm an innovator. Like eliminated, the originator, I'm a generator, I don't imitate. Shout out to the ego that got out the way. Recognize the soul, it has some shit to say. Shout out to the dreamers, something you can bring the battle in the demons every single day. Ooh, ever since it was easy, all I ever promised you was choice. Silence my sound, don't free me with your voice. So why they always wanna kill my vibe? Why you always wanna kill my tribe? Why you always wanna bring my heart down? Silencing my sound. You ain't silencing It's really hard for us to believe in love right now. Hard. Like, dang, there's so much hate. But you always have to remember that your oppressor is your opposition. And you cannot be in the opposition of your oppressor if the identity of your oppressor is hate. And you are all the way fucking over here with love.
That's right. That part. That part.
Keep your fucking distance. You feel me? Yeah. We do not become our oppressors. That's the religion. When we talk about the Black Liberation Movement, that is the heart. We do not become our oppressors. That's the whole fucking point. What do you think we're protecting? What do you think we died and fought for? So that we wouldn't be like them. So that we wouldn't become them. You feel me?
Yes. Yes.
Those of you who missed that bouquet that's full of gas can or tear gas canisters.
We built a new school. We built a new education system based off of indigenous principles. What if we really had an honor system again? Oh, man. You won't know this unless you ask. Life is a testing, not too many paths. So much temptation on the path. Demons from the past turn to snakes in the grass. You can lose your faith in your race with the rap. You've been going the wrong way, just face the facts. Face the facts, face the facts, face the facts, yeah. Cut the slack and take it to the max, yeah. Do the math and we can make a map. I said you have potential, please don't make me take it back. Ooh, you would need permission just to do you. Trying to get the game up off of YouTube. Never thought to holler at the guru. Okay, but you know C3 got that voodoo. Got my whole city going cuckoo. Ridiculous amounts of blowing cuckoo. Burn that shit down and build a new school. That's right, I'm Mystic International. I'm supernatural. They say that's with passion. Like that's irrational. Gas me. Every time I light up, I'll be passing. Enough how I don't keep my phone like I was asking. Home run in the 90s. This the last thing. Homecoming. We can fuck the house up like the last thing. It might be hard to imagine it. Maybe the rocks not battling. They battling, that's the contaminants. I'm battling the extravagance.
They knew what to go for. This playing, they were fucking amazing, dude. All the people that bounced on them.
Got that voodoo. Got my whole city going cuckoo. Ridiculous amounts I'm blowing cuckoo. Burn that shit down and build a new school. Welcome to my class. You would need permission just to do.
This guy kind of reminded me. I think it's the look in his eye.
Burn that shit down and build a new school. Welcome to my class.
you okay? Huh? You just sit down.
Drops right there. I like the drops.
If you're good, I'm good.
Blah, blah, blah.
I'm good.
Drop that t-shirt.
Auntie Kinsey.
We ain't sitting down. We standing up right now. What we doing?
The sweetest little Nova Bean.
Stand up, stand proud. And while they all try to beat it, we gon' stand out. Man up, man down. They get us one by one if we don't stand out. Stand up, stand proud. And while they all try to beat it, we gon' stand out. Man up, man down. Yeah, they get us one by one. You know me, I'm that OG that you know. That Obi-Wan Kenobi that you know. More for Yoda with the flow. Black Buddha with the drone. Better medicine than any kind of sewer that you know. Got Padawans in Babylon. Youngsters in the mode. Cause they end up in the dumpster if not living by the code. To get up out the matrix, he just makeshifted the road. A bold type of genius, never doing what he's told or to go. Now that's a heavy load. Too much pressure for the body, so put it on the soul. Let them know, make them pay. Every single shit they owe, that's a troll, that's a snake. Everybody so exposed, that's a toe. For being as fake as they come, no point in faking the funk. Eggshell you breaking you front, you wasn't made for this, son. Ridiculous as Icarus, you ain't prepared for the blazing sun. Stand up, stand proud. And while they all try to fit in, we gon' stand out. Man up, man down. They get us one by one if we don't stand now. Stand up, stand proud. And while they all try to fit in, we gon' stand down. Man up, man down. Yeah, they get us one by one. Majestic, you ain't gotta love me, universally respected. Spelling out them verses for the ones that's been neglected. Natural born leader, I don't need a thing, I'm blessed. I just took the steps from my higher self requested. Can't you see he on a quest? Holy brat, so them demons on his neck with the business, and it ain't just for a check, nigga. For the sweat, blood and tears, for the children to connect, for the sons to keep dawning over sex, nigga. How I go? Only good niggas and dead nigga. Black Jesus, how they shed niggas' blood for the world to see. Like, we coming for your head, nigga. We coming for your head. They coming for your head. Coming for your head, yeah. But all I heard was stand up, stand proud. And while they all try to fit in, we gon' stand out. Man up, man down. Oh, they get us one by one if we don't stand now. Oh, that's how they get us one by one, one by one. Oh, that's how they get us one by one. Can't you see that we American guys? Still winning up against all these American odds. You can't see that we got spiritual ties. While the rest of them consuming they American pies. Up with the program, we be like, no sir, no ma'am, I'm no time for your Sam. I'm too smart for your plans. You mad, but oh well, I'm too real for folktales. These are the breaks now, please mind the coattails. We in the bank. Set a demon straight every time they demonstrate. Disintegrated, they just want us to disintegrate. This for the lions, they desire to eliminate. When I go, you gon' know I hold it down. Down, 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 down. Hey, since you gon' know I hold it down. Since you gon' know I hold it down. Yeah, and all of her stand up, stand proud. And while they all try to feed it, we gon' stand down. Man up, man down. They get us one by one if we don't stand now. Oh, that's how they get us one by one, one by one. Oh, that's how they get us one by one, yeah. Stand proud. Stand down, stand up, man down. They get us one by one, yeah.
Then you already on the way, because that song was strictly for my niggas. And I swear to God, you that now. So embrace that shit. Embrace that shit. Real talk. Embrace your indigenuity, man. Real talk. Embrace your indigenuity. Get rid of this shit.
Yes.
It's up to you. Quit saying you white.
Yes.
It's up to you. White is at the top of the caste system. Black is at the bottom, right? It's up to you. It's up to you. What am I gonna do? What? No, it's up to y'all, man. Drop the shit. Drop the act.
That's right.
Recognize your ethnicity and shit.
That's right.
Check it out, y'all. People asked me if I was going to speak, so I'm going to say something real quick. Because I got to get to Karma. Because I haven't seen Karma rock in months, and I need that in my life. It really meant a lot to me. It really meant a lot to me to be asked to be involved in this event. They didn't have to. The people that were planning all this, they could have just done their own thing, but we are learning so much through this process. As white people say, well, everything going on, but this process of the revolution, right? It's not everything going on. Stop saying that shit. This is a fucking revolution. It's not everything going on. There's racial violence. There's a depression. We have a dictator in office. It's not everything going on. Say that shit every time. The whole word, like a Tribe Called Quest. You know what I'm saying? Say the whole thing every time. Make sure we don't just wrap that shit up in. With everything going on, that's like, really is a cop-out. We gotta talk, speak that truth to power every time, right?
Every time.
But with all that what's going on, we've all learned so much. We've all walked through the lenses of each other's eyes. We are not perfect people, especially as individuals. We've all made mistakes. None of us are above reproach. The respect and understanding that those of us who are willing to do better, those of us who are willing not just in words like that guy, but in practice like us, those of us that come out here every day not for a paycheck but for justice. Someone asked me today, I talked to people from CNN and they asked me, how are you guys going to maintain? And without even delaying, I was like, well, obviously we're going to have more energy than the cops will. And at some point, you can only get so much money for doing wrong before your fucking soul implodes. We are out here for justice. We are out here taking care of each other and making sure that probably 30% of us fucking are not employed. Like for real. Like for real. Not like some, oh, you don't have jobs, I'm protesting, but like we don't have jobs because they closed them and shit. You know what I mean? Because there's a virus coming through that we were not prepared for at all. And that our president did nothing to stop.
Fuck that guy!
Nothing to stop. That our mayor did nothing to stop. And Kate Brown tried to stop it, had all the pressure and shit, so she did nothing to stop it. And so here we are, masked up in the streets, trying to hold on to our freedom, trying to grasp the freedom that some of us have never had. Here we are, the realest ones. The ones that weren't fooled by all the bullshit. That weren't fooled by the empty calls of the NAACP to make Black Lives Matter with no process to get there. By the journalists that only want to talk about the police abuse in the streets and us getting shot and show videos of us getting our asses kicked. I keep telling people, this is a fucking budget issue. All that shit you see on TV means this is a local budget issue. Give us control of our tax dollars. Yes, glorified nowhere in the news every fucking day, but you know what? This is a budget issue. And the cops are kicking our ass for asking them to be accountable with our money.
Yes. Fuck those guys.
These motherfuckers right here are in their apartments, probably soundproof and shit. These are expensive as fuck. They don't give a damn what we talk about out here. They pay the money gladly. They pay the money gladly. But today we over here, we got the lobby locked down. The cops don't want to show up. They don't want to gas the Pearl District. People over here in the hotel just watching like shit. This is a riot. Cops don't want to show up. They're making $600,000 a year chilling like they bet they won't gas me. They sure won't. Just like they didn't gas Damian Lillard. So we got to step up. We got to stand up. We got to bring our rich friends out. You gotta bring everybody out. Let them know we ain't playing with this. Every single person has to take this energy. Don't follow me. Don't follow Mariah. Don't follow Regina. Don't follow C3. Don't follow Donovan. Follow the things that we talk about. Follow the principles that make sense in your heart and your soul. Yeah! Because they can take us off this earth. They can take us off this earth. Like they took everybody else off the earth before us. But the movement can't die with us because it's not about us. It's about us. It's not about us. It's about us.
Yes.
So don't worry about it. Don't worry about our safety. Don't worry about none of that shit. What's up, Dustin? Fucking OG. Look, it's not about us getting popular. It's not about us making the news. That's one of the reasons I did not go to DC. I wanted to be here where the fight is. It's day 90. We need this here. Yeah. Here. Shout out to everybody in DC furthering our message. Don't get me wrong. It has to be right here on the ground where we've been. Where we've been. You feel me? So don't leave here feeling like this is over. Don't leave here feeling like we had a day off. Know that we did something. Know that the police at some point have to come and deal with this shit over here. Because we in that lobby. I don't know if you looked in the window. They in there with their arms locked up and it's like some real shit. It's some real activism shit going on right here. We ain't just marching around fucking Northeast Portland yelling shit at the empty houses. No. We're down here doing some real shit. You're a part of that today. So thank you for being a part of that. And we're going to keep on having fun. Because it's a motherfucking sunny day. And it's nice outside. And Carmen Rivera over here ready to rock on. I need y'all to get real loud. Get real loud for Carmen Rivera. Let's go.
Looks like quite a lot more people have arrived. Let's go see what's happening over here. I just want to check out what's happening with this lobby.
Sorry, you can get it.
Ted Wheeler lives in your building. You guys remember which door?
11th floor. 11.
Ted Wheeler lives on the 11th floor. Anyone know the
1131.
11 something. Go to 1131 and tell that person until they leave. We'll be here every week, okay? Thank you.
He coming down?
It's a full-on party. Block party.
Yo, when Matt was like, you performed in the Pearl District, I was like, yeah. Hey, this is a bougie ass area, and my shit is straight rap, so you want to act a fool. Like I said, I want the energy up so we can make these people in this building very uncomfortable. Make the whole neighborhood very uncomfortable. They should be down here with us. You ready? I said, are we ready? Oh, we can get louder than that. Yo! towards cutting checks for all my homies. We got our hands up, yeah, we gotta go shoot. Put to the death, baby. You had a different way, got to change a different route. Things getting ugly, but I still talk cute. Yo, I'm riding down till the wheels fall out. Still show you love when we fall out. Do the real work, I never call out. Still doing me, I give my all out. I'm riding down till the wheels fall out. Still show you love when we fall out. Do the real work, I never call out. Still doing me, I give my all out.
I didn't catch her name. I'm sure they'll say at the end. No, that my viewers are just asking that too. I don't know. Do you know her name? Do you know her name?
No.
No, okay.
I was over there.
Yeah. I'm sure they'll say after.
Yo, who up there? Why you recording? Come down, come on. You should be here with us. Hey, come down, come down, come down. You gotta be here with us. You gotta be here with us. Yo, I can't trust. I can't trust too much. I can't trust too much. I love myself too much. I love myself too much. Dance, y'all don't dance. Y'all don't fucking dance. Dance. I'm like, lose touch. All my truth is all on a new rush. I can't trust too much. I can't trust too much. Yo, part of my element. And if I'm in the room, I'm the elephant. Okay, they only fucking with me cause I'm relevant. And I make the first move, I ain't hesitant. And I stay in that box like a resident. I keep them all seen in the messages. I'm all about my blood like a Methodist. And they know I be looking like an estimate. I can't trust too much. Where they go? Who's this? I love myself too much. I love myself too much. Every week, and a black woman. I'm like a black woman. Oh, I might choose us. Oh, I find a new rush. I can't trust too much. I can't trust too much. Yo, look what I done manifest. You was looking too hot, so I had to press. No shock, because now I ain't had to bet. Yo, I do a lot with tablet. I see the numbers going up like an analyst. Analyzing what might be coming next. You come around, but you better come correct. You think it go from zero to straight disrespect. I can't trust. I can't trust too much. I can't trust too much. I love myself too much. I love myself too much. Every week, new pressure, bitch, I might lose touch. White people can end racism too, okay? Or I might choose us or find a new rush. I can't trust too much. We ain't ready enough, y'all. They are not bothered. They are not bothered. They are not bothered. Oh damn! I thought the song was over, but play it again, Rob. Play it again. My bad. Actually, just keep it going. We just gonna rock with it. I can't trust. That's too much. I can't trust too much. I love myself too much. I love myself too much. Every week, new crush, bitch. I might lose touch. Throw your hands up, dog. Go, Chris. I can't trust. Okay. Yo.
Yes, I do. Let's go.
They are not bothered.
You want? I think it's too far. I want to dance.
Is that
I
Sarah?
want to dance better.
Hi, Sarah.
Yeah, we want to get Rob comfortable.
Oops.
Ah, hell.
A lens cap. Unmistakable sound of a lens cap dropping.
So was the sound of the camera hitting the bench as I walked
Yeah.
down and forgot.
Don't do that.
You a one-man band out here. Yo, is Ted even here? Is he in the building? Don't tell me we did all this. He ain't here. Yo, you know that? What's that one chant?
Daddy's not coming down.
That Alright, y'all. Let's do the next track, Rock. We get up out of here. Go! Got next. Hot down, no flex. Sun down, no rest. Sun up, no rest. Do more, say less. Do more, say less. Full court, no press. No stress, no stress. Cause you know my life.
Sneaking behind you here.
Karma Rivera.
Karma Rivera. Karma Rivera.
Listen, this last track, when the hook drop, I need everybody on the 10. Right, people, we don't want 10 minutes. You know what it means when I'm 10 minutes? Oh, thank you. The entry LB, all the way up. See? All the way up. It's the last song. Woo! And we dip it after this, so don't be all shy and shit. Go hard and go home, okay? Woo! feel when I walk through here. Turn it up, right? You know what's weird? Who gives a fuck? That was an RE ready. Okay, y'all. When I fuck it up, drop. I need everybody on their feet. 1, 2, 3, turn the fuck up. If you ever need for a party, I'll take you to where I'll be. Hey! Get down and do it, go. Hey! Go! Stop this shot to the kill. Bar back to the ball, yeah. Hey, try to hit me on me there. Stay home, relay, fucking get that. I'm on me there. I'm on board, get time, I'm on me there. You keep on running out, you get that.
Encore!
Thank you so much. Big shout out to the organizers. Yeah, man, I'm here to support. Like, whatever I gotta do, I gotta come out here and make people jumping up and down. Let's do it.
Yeah!
So, I'm just gonna end it with abolish the whole fucking government.
Yeah, I do this real. Yo, I really want to say some like deep shit and everything else right now, but I found out something, so I'm just gonna say this for my man one time. I'm a huge fucking nerd, it's kind of symbolic. I don't know, it's just fucking weird. But the Black Panther, the one and only Chadwick Boseman died today at the age of 43. He died of cancer. I know it's shocking and everything else, but like I found out it's official, and not to spoil these festivities or anything else, but I'm serious as a fucking heart attack. I wouldn't joke about this if my fucking kids' lives depended on it, like for real. So I'm gonna play Kendrick Lamar's King Kunta for the man one time. So, yeah, it's gonna be
Try and get you guys away from the generator. Apologize again. I sort of deliberately was trying to muffle the music.
Yo, in a certain sense, the king is dead. T'Challa, the Black Panther, and I know that there's other shit going on, but there's a thing that black people don't get many superheroes. More so, black people do not get something that ties back to its ancestry, that sits up here and shows our art, our color, our history. Not, I know it's not truly our history, but a representation, a symbol of us. We don't get to see that in film. We don't get to see 300 and see black tribesmen with spears, our warriors, our ancestors sitting up here carrying on. And for that fucking movie to be the #1 fucking movie in the world for any given point in time is fucking nuts. It's fucking nuts. So when I sit up here and I think about that, and I sit up here and think about another one of our symbols dying too early, that the things that they could have created on and they're too short, it makes me sit up here and think about all the people that have been taken by fucking police too early. No matter what their fucking history or past may be. Because that's one thing that they love to fucking put in the media. Well, that person had a warrant out for their arrest. So they were one of the bad guys. That person had a criminal record. That person had been to jail before. That shit don't fucking matter. Because right there what that tries to do is sit up here and do what's been happening for way too fucking long. Whereas if you make a mistake in this world, you do not get to repent. You do not get to come back from that. And it sits up here and labels black people as a whole as, hey, they can't come back. They as a society, they're the ghetto, they're the worst of us. They don't get to come back. We gotta watch those ones over there. Be careful those ones over there in that neighborhood. Oh, Jesse over there, he's a good one. He's a good one. Fuck that. Fuck that noise. So when people sit up here and say, we need to take back our narrative, Black Panther is some of that shit of us taking back our narrative. When we sit up here and say, take back our narrative, we mean when you sit up here and present us in the media and you use a mugshot from fucking 10 years ago to represent the person we are today.
No.
I don't know about you, but what's in my soul right now, what feels good to me right now, saying fuck Ted Wheeler one time. This system that we're fighting, this system that we are fighting, I've been told is broken and I've been told that it's working just how it's supposed to. Fuck both of those. Burn down that system. We can make a fucking new system. If we're supposed to move forward as a people, and I mean that truly as a people, we gotta stop this infighting, this fucking bullshit about how we're supposed to protest, where we're supposed to protest, what we're supposed to say, and who's supposed to fucking say it. Everybody's allowed to get up here and have a fucking voice. Not just black men, not straight black anybody. Everybody's allowed to come up here and have a voice. But the thing is, within this movement, and I've said this before and I want to say this one more time, there's never been a revolution led by other fucking people. So that is not to say that we don't need allies. Fuck yeah, we need allies. Every fucking war, every fucking battle needs allies. But you, as us, need to stand up within this revolution. My brother right here, taking part within the NAACP, sitting up here saying, I am going to step forward and go forth within this revolution. I'm going to put my neck out there. I'm going to sit up here and try to make better what has once been wrong. So as I look at all these faces out here, I want to say this. I don't need your fucking guilt. I need you as a fucking ally. I'm tired of seeing, and I'm proud of this one moment, but it's gonna take me a second to get to it. I'm tired of seeing black people get their necks dead. I'm tired of seeing black people get their necks stand on, kneeled on, held down, and killed before they get to have their moment. I'm tired of that shit. But this week, we saw another brother get gunned down.
Fuck that.
And we saw one of those fucking Proud Boys sit up here and try to represent and take away from this movement. Had a fucking gun. And the protesters, the people, tried to stop him. 2 people lost their lives. Others were hurt. But the thing that the media wants to make you realize is like somebody died and someone got hurt. This shit started because somebody died. So the thing is, what I want to remember is not that fuckface 17-year-old who shot those people. I want to remember those people who stand up and fucking said, no more. Is it not crazy that the 90th day of this fucking protest is the same day that Martin Luther stood up and said that speech? We are all versions of that dream. We can choose to go forth and try to unite, try to fight for the liberation and freedom of our people. Or we can fight amongst each other. A hand separate can be taken down, fingers are brittle. And when we come together with this fucking fist can't be stopped. This fist can break down fucking walls. This fist can fight. Don't be the hand. Be the fist.
Give it up for Rolling Rock. Give it up for Rolling Rock. The friends that put himself on the line since the early days of this. Literally stuck around providing sound for people amplifying voices from the east side to the west side. Thank you. Thank you. If you haven't had a chance yet, be sure to look at the tear gas bouquet that was brought for Ted Wheeler. It's made, I'm not going to claim plant block because it's plastic plants, but it's got lots of gas canisters and things you may have been shot with in the past, mixed in with the foliage. And it's rather nice, so if you get a chance, come take a look at that. It's rather nice. Let me say right now that the hip-hop portion of the program has ended, but we are still going to party in the streets. The cops have not shown up. This is wonderful, because we can talk about them behind their backs.
Whoa.
Yeah.
You guys see those people in the background. I don't know what's going on here.
Looks like we're going to have some more music, some more dancing, some more partying, some
What
more
is up
getting
with
loud,
these
some more
guys?
getting rowdy,
I feel nervous about
some more
them.
being intentional, some more talking with our friends, some more learning about each other. I don't know about y'all, but I'm really only at home these days when I'm in these streets. I got 4 kids and a wife. I mean, life is good in my house. I got a garden and a fridge full of food. But I'll tell you what, I only feel complete when I'm in these streets these days. Because this is where I've learned, to be a part of a larger thing. This is where I've learned that instead of trying to consolidate energy and power for my own use, I can build up the person next to me and see that tenfold result. so important to understand that building up yourself and building up the person next to you.
This is Mac Smith. M as in mom, AC as in cat, Smith. M as in mom, I double F. Sounds like saying Smith wrong, but it's Smith. You can find him on Instagram.
That power us as individuals. That's what
He's one of my favorite of those who often speak over these last 90 days.
Our goal
He's worth listening to.
To provide for one another so that no one needs for anything. That's the power that I want you to have. That's why we want to grow our own food. That's why we want to teach our own kids. Because if they have that power over us, how can we ever be free?
And I don't know who those people are with green ski masks.
Couple more minutes.
I guess they're with us, but
as we have time,
scared me for a second the way they came walking in.
I would like to prioritize Black women and femmes if possible. Is there anyone that would like to speak? We're going to talk to Kenzie real quick.
Yes! Woo! Kenzie!
And let me tell you something about Kenzie. I just met Kenzie like 90 days ago. And she has an amazing journey. And she's been through a lot and learned a lot about protest.
Kenzie Smith is also one of my favorites.
And her perspective is golden. The perspectives of Black women are golden. There are so many varying experiences. There is not a single Black female experience. There are so many experiences, and all of them are golden. There is nothing I have learned more from anyone than as I have learned from Black women in my life. And when I open my ears and my soul and I listen not for selfish reasons, but to understand where they were coming from, it made a change in my life that I will never be able to come back from. And I hope that all of you have that same experience as you listen and absorb the speech and the perspective of Black women.
That I never knew existed for me. Thank you. Truly, it's an interesting place to be a Black woman, standing at the intersection of racism and sexism. It's intense. It does some things to you. It breaks you down, but it also puts so much pressure on you that you are forced to create tools, to contemplate, to question, to defy. It requires you to break through, and all of these things are necessary for this process that we're going through collectively. It's necessary to the process of a revolution. We have to hit misogyny head on. Head on. Patriarchy is a huge part of it, right? The patriarchy, and I say that, I'm not just looking at you as men out there and shaming you. It's not. The patriarchy is not your fault. It's a symptom of this system. It is a symptom of all of this. It is not your fault, but it is our responsibility to dismantle and destroy, right? I'm not here blaming you at all. I'm here to fight next to you, to encourage you. I'm here to be an ally to you. All of the humans who have ever embodied misogyny, I'm here to be your ally. But please know, I also need you to listen. Because the only way that you'll be able to learn this is through the lived experience of the humans that have dealt with this. There is no policy, there is no research, there's nothing you can do. You have to listen to the lived experience of the humans that have lived this. You understand that? Are you ready for that? Are we getting ready to listen to the most vulnerable? That's going to require vulnerability. That's going to require us to break down what we've always known and be as vulnerable as possible. It takes vulnerability to know what we need, to speak our needs. And right now we need to listen to those needs. We need to listen to the most vulnerable. We need to listen to the voices that have been left behind over and over. We need to be listening to the voices of the unprotected. Thank you. I also think we need to be listening to the voices
Yes.
I have this on my hip right now. And this human, I was just talking about this human last night, and she doesn't know that. And I was speaking about her, and about how every time that I see her, she inspires me, and she validates me, and you make me feel seen, and you dance with me, and you hold me, and it makes me feel like a human. And so I would like to introduce my friend, see if you want to say a few words to our audience. This is Nova, everybody.
Woo! Hi, Nova!
Oh, she wants to say it through the megaphone. Understandable. Let me tell you, this megaphone is a tool. It's the most empowering tool I've ever held in my life.
Adorable. Hey, Mac.
I get nervous all the time. All the time. That's okay. This is his brother also. Hi.
Hey. Woo!
Y'all doing all right?
Way back. He's way back. Yeah, long man. Since day one.
You remember they put me on guard duty for I had to watch him for a whole day.
He's not wrong. He definitely did. and he was going everywhere. Good man.
Very cute. She's very shy. So if she's not shy when...
So we have little baby Nova up here. It just shows how dedicated we are. It just shows how much we want change. It just shows us how much dedication we all have. I'm very passionate about what I do. I'm an activist.
I'm pretty sure y'all have seen me around before, but I just speak a lot on how change isn't gonna get made if we're not out here uniting the streets. Yeah. If we're not out here demanding change, demanding that the police are abolished. Like, there's no excuses. There should be no excuses. There's a 4-year-old up here, a 4-year-old and a 9-year-old up here. Why are they up here and your racist coworkers aren't? Why are they up here and your racist family members aren't? We need to have everyone out here on these streets with us, because we're not going to get change unless other people are out here with us. I'm sorry, I'm repeating myself, but... This is more my speed. So hey y'all can see my face now. But yeah, it just saddens me because I'm a teenager and I haven't got to have a normal teenager life. I don't get to go out with my friends every night. I don't get to kick it all the time because I'm out here in these streets. And it's not okay. We can't normalize that. We can't normalize us seeing black people getting killed on Instagram. That's not normal at all, and none of us should be okay with it. But it seems like the rest of America is, because what are they doing? They're inside. They're comfortable. Like they've been their whole lives. We don't get to be comfortable. We don't get to be comfortable in our classrooms. We don't get to be comfortable in our work. We are never comfortable. Black people never get the chance to be comfortable. And to see white people sitting in their homes, comfortable as fuck, not standing up, not using their voices, it pisses all of us off. Because how are we gonna create change if they're not down here with us? You standing from your porch isn't gonna help. You're on the wrong side of the fucking revolution. Right, like get the fuck off your porch. A sign isn't gonna save my life. A black screen isn't gonna save my life. It's not. Boycotting one NBA game isn't gonna save my. It sure as hell isn't gonna save my life. I've had to quit basketball and dedicate all my time to this because black lives is what's important right now. Yep. Nothing more is important than black lives. Nothing more is important than us getting justice. Nothing more is important. And it sickens me. It is disgusting that people get to live their fucking normal lives when I have to go home and I'm constantly thinking about this traumatic shit. I already have so much to think about, and on top of that, I have to think about my brothers and sisters dying and getting shot in these fucking streets. Coward. How do you think I feel? I don't get to control that. But as a unit, as one, if all of us come together, we can create change. If we quit our jobs and put our foot down and say that black lives need to be as important as any other life, we have to demand the change. We need to quit our jobs. You need to quit your jobs. You need to boycott everything. Boycott it all. Once we do that, we are able to show people how determined we are, how much we care about black lives, the reason why we're out here. We cannot give in to the government that kills us. We cannot pay the government that's killing us. We are paying them. We are giving them our money. They're taking your dollars. They're taking your hard-earned money. For what? To kill us? To kill us? Like, that's not okay. It's not. And we cannot be okay with that. We cannot be okay with black people dying. We should never be okay with that. It should anger you as much as it angers me. Because I have to live through it my whole life. I've had to see it my whole life. What do you think I do when I'm in trouble? What do you think I do when I'm endangered? Who do I call? Who the fuck do I call? Please give me an answer. Because I'm scared. I'm scared for my life every day. I'm scared that maybe the next morning I won't get to wake up. And I'm tired. have to think about my brother not coming home because he has mental disability. So I want you to think for a second what it must feel like to be black. Living every day with the color of my skin. Living every day with the texture of my hair. Living every day black. I need y'all to feel my pain because our community is hurting. And you will never be able to feel that pain. Because you are not the same skin color as me, and that's a problem. That's a fucking problem. Why do I have to think in my head at school, why do I have to think that if I don't work as hard or even harder as a white girl, that I'm not going to get the same opportunities? Why do I have to think that way? I should be getting more opportunities. I should be able to live my life thinking I'm going to get the same opportunity as as this person standing next to me, no matter what their skin color is, because that's human. That's the basic human fucking treatment. That's how you should treat humans. It's not even a black or white matter. It's fucking being nice. It's being a human. It's human nature. Human rights. It's human nature not to fucking kill someone because of the color of their skin. You should protect the person standing next to you. Always. Or the person standing in front of you, or the person to the left or right of you. You need to protect them just as much as they're going to protect you. Because if you don't, shit like this is going to keep on happening. Black people are still going to get killed in these fucking streets. Because we don't care about each other enough. We don't care. And you have to ask yourself why that is. Why don't you care? Why don't you care about another human's life? Your life is just as important as mine. Your life is just as important as mine. Your life is just as important as mine. All of your guys' lives is just as important and valuable as mine. And I shouldn't have to be up here saying this. We should already know that. People in the office, and people who are schooling and stuff, or teachers, or sorry, I'm so upset.
Okay.
Everyone is constantly against us. My whole life I've been put down. My whole life I've been made to feel like I'm not worthy enough. My whole life I've been taught to believe that my hair is ugly because of the texture, because I don't have straight hair. My whole life I've been taught my skin isn't light enough. My whole life I've been told that I don't talk white or black enough. My whole life people have been telling me shit, been tearing me down my whole life, and it's not just for me, it's for the other it's for Nova. If we don't change, little Nova up here is gonna get told those same things. And that's not okay. Why is that our beauty standards? Why do we have to look a certain way to make other people feel fucking comfortable? I'm tired of that.
Something's going on down there.
Something's going on down there.
I want y'all to take a look at Nova. Look how beautiful she is. Look how beautiful her hair is. Look how beautiful her eyes are. Look how beautiful her nose is. This little girl is beautiful. She should never in her fucking life be told that she's not. Because her hair isn't straight enough, or her skin isn't light enough.
Yeah!
No! Nova is our beauty standard. This is what we're supposed to look like.
We love you, Nova.
Love you, Nova! We love you, Nova!
Anyway, Nova is black and she's beautiful. She's black and she's a beautiful girl. And she should never feel like she's not enough because she doesn't look like the little white girl. Because no, that's what our beautiful black children are supposed to look like. Okay?
Yeah.
That's what we're not supposed to have straight hair. We're not supposed to be light as fuck. No. Well, if that's what our skin is, then that's what it is. But you cannot make that a standard. That is not our standard. We have no standard. Because our hair, we have so many different types of hair textures. We have so many different types of skin colors.
Mm-hmm.
So don't ever try to put a black person in a box. Because when you do that and when you have standards for them that they can't fulfill because that's not what they're supposed to do, it holds them back from being the best person that they can be. So think, next time you're around a black person and you're doing something or saying something and make them uncomfortable, correct yourself because you're a part of the problem. Because they've lived it. We've lived the experiences. We know what it's like to be a black person in America, and it's fucking hard. It's really hard. So respect them and respect the time that they're taking out of their day, because none of us get paid for this shit. None of us. And it's not my job as a 16-year-old to be educating a bunch of adults that should already know this shit.
That's funny, that keeps happening. Guess I better turn the other one on. Yeah.
Same. Swamp is always,
This is the statement that came out from the folks inside of there. We're still inside again, the police are too cheap to show up. We stand by the demands prepared for this action. We regret that we have to inconvenience the other residents of this building. But our black neighbors here in Portland and across the country, from Juanice Hayes to Breonna Taylor, have never been able to feel safe in their own homes and on their own streets from police brutality and white supremacist violence. As long as this stands, we feel that Ted Wheeler should not be able to retreat into his home to flee accountability to the people of this city. And what that says is that we don't care that Ted Wheeler wants to hide. We do care about the other people whose fault this is not. But it is not even comparable to the suffering of our people at the hands of him and his people. And the people that choose to live next to him, and believe me, that's a selling point when you go to live in that condo, but Ted Wheeler lives there too. They buy into that. And so when it gets uncomfortable, they're going to be uncomfortable right with it. They're going to join the team. That said, I think our bands are ready to go. We got some music, we're going to rock out to the costume. And we'll probably rock out while the costume. And then they'll look even crazier than they already are.
We got a full band going, about to play here.
Let him whenever you see him.
What's up, Baloo?
Shout out to David Rogan and the band. When the cops come, we're going to have to throw all this shit back in the truck tonight. Y'all ready to party? Y'all ready to party? Let's have some fun. Stay alert, stay vigilant. Don't get drunk out here because you got to walk back to your car.
Thank you.
Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. Defund the police. 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 Fuck Ted Wheeler. Fuck Ted Wheeler. Fuck Ted Wheeler. Fuck Ted Wheeler. Let's do this.
Can't hear what this guy's saying, but whoa. Can I show your sign? You don't have to show your face. Bottoms and tops. I love it. Thank you.
Biggest lot in the. Just get up the group into that.
We're the top of it. Yeah,
Okay. See, Snack Mama's back behind me. I'm feeling like I might need to go take a break. Energy levels generally pretty low. Can somebody tell me what my time is right now? If I'm getting, I don't think I'm close to the 4-hour limit, but I don't see a count. Woo. All right. So, yeah, I think I'm gonna take a little break. Just need to walk back to my car and kind of regroup. Feeling pretty exhausted. 2 hours. I'm at the. That's it. 2. That's it. Okay. Feels like longer than that. Anyway, I may start again later. We shall see. But I need to go regroup, have a little snack break. Hope you guys are doing well, wherever you are, whoever you're with. Take care of yourselves and each other. I'll see you in a bit.